Over the past few decades, the power of unions has declined dramatically, and that is why a battle in the heart of Alabama caught our attention. Coal miners in one community have been pushing for better wages and benefits. They've been on strike now for months. Our Elwyn Lopez visited the town to get a first-hand look at this contentious fight for workers' rights and what it says about the modern workforce.
This is the dividing line, nestled at the entrance of the mine. Those who cross it amplifying the discord and animosity in this small community.
Once you've crossed the picket line, I have nothing to say to you.
We will march by the hundreds.
A searing split for these coal miners in Brookwood, Alabama, calling this the fight of their lives. This small town, the latest flashpoint in the battle over workers' rights.
It's proud. One of the things I like to see, and it almost brings tears to your eyes when you see a sea of camouflage marching into an area. It's I don't even know how to say it. It's just a strong sense of pride.
Every union in this country owes something to coal miners.
More than 1,000 workers took off their hard hats and walked off the job back in April, spending the past 4 months on strike, the first one in the area in 4 decades. This after they say the company they work for, Warrior Met Coal, is treating them unfairly. Now they want better benefits. Behind the scenes, coal miner spouses get to work.
The tags pulled out.
Sorting clothes and packing supplies for strike families, while their other halves hold the line in front of the mines. Hayden Wright is the local United Mine Workers Auxiliary president. She helps run the pantry, which is supported through donations.
This is the board where you write everything down. Each week it changes.
Yes.
And then you get the items and put them in the bags.
And we do about 200 bags a week. They can come in, they can get clothes if they need them, they can get baby and hygiene products, and they can pick up their pantry bag.
What would you do without Hayden, without your wife?
I don't know. She holds the family together. She holds the strike pantry together. She's been really supportive and strong throughout this whole strike, and I couldn't be prouder of her.
Braxton has been working at the mine for 17 years.
You come from a family of miners. You take a lot of pride in the work that you do. How difficult was it for you to make that decision to say, I have to go on strike?
It wasn't a difficult decision to go on strike because we knew that we had to fight for what we deserved. We wanted the dignity back in our job.
In 2016, Warrior Met Coal took ownership of the mine after the previous company went bankrupt. According to the union, workers took drastic cutbacks in hourly wages, holidays, time off, as well as medical coverage, and lost their pensions, allegedly believing all of those would be restored in the next contract.
We need to, get these people back up to standard, and the contract that was offered was not up to the other coal mines, and the people turned it down.
Chris Laurie says the workers kept the mine afloat for years.
I give you my youth. I've given you my time. I've worked 6 days a week for the last 17 years. You bought a coal mine. You bought an underground coal mine. You knew what the wages were when you bought it. We saved this coal mine. This ain't the first time we've saved it. We've saved it from fires. We've saved it from explosions. We've saved it from a lot of things.
Coal mining is one of the most dangerous professions in the country. In 2001, the number 5 mine in Brookwood exploded, killing 13.
Yeah, these are the gassiest mines in North America. You have gas, you have water. A lot of the working areas is knee-deep in water. It's a difficult job, not to mention the dust. You have more dust, around the working face because that's where you're cutting the rock and the coal.
According to the CDC, rates of black lung have more than doubled over the past 15 years. The workers we spoke to say Warrior Met Coal provides them with 80% coverage of medical fees. They used to receive 100%. Add to that, claims of strict time off. Independent labor reporter Kim Kelly has been following the strike for months.
They're only making about $20-some an hour, and they're spending 6 days a week, sometimes 7, underground, 12 hours a day. Their bodies are broken, their lungs are all messed up. Like, their health insurance costs have skyrocketed because of Warrior Met. It's is really an egregious situation.
We reached out to Warrior Met Coal for a comment, but the company turned down our request for an interview due to ongoing negotiations, telling ABC News in part it remains committed to reaching an agreement with the United Mine Workers of America, which is apparent through our contract offer that included increases in key contract areas, wages, benefits, and work-life balance. We have and will continue to work with the UMWA to reach a fair and reasonable contract that provides our employees with a competitive package while protecting jobs and ensuring the longevity of the company.
We're on the way to New York. Hey!
As negotiations continue, the workers have taken their fight across the country.
We're in New Jersey.
Just last week, Hayden, along with a group of strikers, traveled more than 1,000 miles to New York City to protest in front of BlackRock, Warrior Met's largest shareholder. BlackRock declined to comment for this report.
We are here to bring the picket, to bring the strike to their front door, because this is affecting our lives, our families, our communities.
Even actress Susan Sarandon showing solidarity with the workers.
So I stand by you one day longer, one day stronger. UMWA!
The strike has divided this Alabama community.
All of a sudden, I heard an acceleration of a vehicle, and he hit me on the right side, slinging me forward into his windshield.
Warrior Met told ABC News that it does not condone acts of violence and got a court-ordered injunction limiting the amount of strikers outside the mines to, quote, allow for peaceful ingress and egress to our facilities, as well as maintain public safety. The strain has also been financial. The union pays workers $700 every 2 weeks to hold the line, but it's still not enough.
Everybody's working other jobs, and you know, some guys are cutting grass, some guys are doing different things. Some of them's already got good jobs, electrical jobs and plants and stuff, and we're trying to hold out because we've put so much time here.
But a few workers have gone back to work for the mine.
Has that created some divide here?
Of course, because you can't be in a union, you can't say you're UMWA and that these are your brothers and sisters when you swore an oath that you wouldn't take your brothers and sisters' job, and now you're crossing a picket line.
So there will still be that divide even when an agreement is reached?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I said that we have to watch for each other underground, and if they cross that picket line and betrayed you, who's to say if you're injured they won't walk off and leave you underground?
If you wouldn't leave your brother in the mine, why would you leave him on the line?
As of 2020, only 12.1% of workers were represented by a union. That's half of what it was nearly 40 years ago. And on average, unionized workers earn about 11% more than non-unionized workers.
The reason that we've seen such a big decline in unionization, despite workers' interests in being unionized, has everything to do with massively increased employer aggressiveness against unions.
Eyes are on us for, not just the union workers, but for just workers in general. Because once a company is allowed to do one thing to, one group, all your other companies is going to follow suit. This isn't just our fight here at Warrior Met Coal with the UMWA. This is America's fight for working people everywhere.
The sea of camouflaged workers fueled by the motto, one day longer, making it clear they aren't going anywhere.
What if you don't reach that agreement? How long will this continue to go on, and when will it end?
We'll be here one day longer than the company will. I don't think that we're giving up. We're already planning a toy drive for Christmas.
You're expecting this to go through Christmas?
We don't know when it'll end, but we're going to be ready. That's what your union does. So if we get through Christmas, we'll make sure that our union kids have Christmas.
And into next year, potentially.
If that's what it takes, we'll be here one day longer than them.
Elwyn Lopez, ABC News, Brookwood, Alabama.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.